Hi, my name is Mike McCoy, and I've been a member at Myers Park Presbyterian for decades. And you'd think with all this gray hair that my faith is pretty well fully formed. And I thought it might have been, but it was advanced like you can't believe when I got involved with the youth, and especially with the youth sailing trip. There were a lot of what I've called big heart moments on that trip, as I was able to listen in and participate in the lessons that Michelle and Bennet and others had planned as they talked with the youth about their faith, about forgiveness, about love, why all of the people on this planet are God's people, and the way that we can be better, we can follow Jesus better than we do. But rather than hearing all of that from me, I'd rather that you heard it from Bennet, one of our youth interns who helped plan the trip, and Sarah, who was one of those who was so gracious and open with her belief to put her in a leadership role as she talked with other youth.
Well, one of the really kind of standout moments from the trip was one of the last nights. We had all this food. We'd been making meals all week, but we all decided to sit down and make this pasta dinner. But we all kind of sat down around a table and we were all dressed up and we're all eating this beautiful dinner. And it just kind of hammered home for me the relationships that I'd built. And the really important thing about the trip that I think was that the common denominator for all those relationships was already there, and that was our shared relationship with Christ. And I think that just really helped me to become a part of something bigger on the trip.
I just remember feeling this undescribable kind of connection, kind of like what Sarah was saying, where everyone just kind of had this common denominator of love. And it was all shared with each other, and nobody was being left out, and it just felt like a big family, and it's always felt like that with me, especially in youth group at Myers Park Pres.
I feel like going into the trip, I was struggling a little bit figuring out where I belonged in the church, because my family's been in the church for a long time, but I was trying to figure out, relationships for me within the church community. The takeaway that I had was that I can always find a home with other people in Christ.
And it's one of those things that you can't put a price on it. It's literally priceless. And when you stop and think about what Sarah and Bennet talked about in finding this commonality with the love that was shared there, this group of youth even adopted me. And I mean, there are literally decades of difference in age and thinking and so on, but that community existed there, and it is undescribable. Faith formation has been a very important part of my life, and I'm happy to say that my children went through Myers Park Presbyterian, and even happier now that my grandchildren are there. So may the faith formation continue. But I'm also here to let you know that we need your time, we need your talent, and yes, we need your wallet. So in order to continue the kinds of programs that Lisa and Michelle have started and let us reach out to the youth and children of this church, please give as generously as you can. Thank you.